What just happened has the entire internet in absolute shock. If you thought the love and hip-hop drama was over, think again, because Mendeecees just lit the match that set the whole franchise on fire. Fans are left reeling after footage surfaced of Mendeecees Harris, one of the most iconic and controversial faces of the show, celebrating the official cancellation of love and hip-hop in the most outrageous, disrespectful, and downright messy way possible. We're talking champagne bottles popping, club lights flashing, fans chanting trash hello right along with him, and yes, you heard that right. Mendeecees called the very show that made him famous a trash show in front of hundreds of people, and that moment went instantly viral. But that's not even the wildest part. Eyewitnesses say the event quickly turned chaotic when another former cast member stormed into the party uninvited, furious about what Mendeecees had said. Security was called, glasses were shattered, emotions ran high, and the fallout? Oh baby, it's only just beginning. Social media is on fire. Some fans are cheering him on for finally speaking the truth, while others are dragging him for biting the hand that fed him. And now, rumors are swirling that Yandy Smith, Mendeecees' wife and longtime love and hip-hop co-star, is furious over the way he handled everything. She's reportedly considering her own explosive response, and trust us, she's got receipts. What went so wrong behind the scenes that Mendeecees would throw this much shade at the show that gave him a platform? What secret beefs have been simmering all this time? And who else might clap back now that he's thrown the first punch? Stay right here, because we're about to unpack every shocking twist, hidden betrayal, and behind-the-scenes bombshell in this scandalous love and hip-hop takedown you won't believe. The drama is real, and it's about to get even messier. The night began like any other celebrity appearance. Camera flashes, velvet ropes, and VIP exclusives. But this wasn't just any party. This was Mendeecees' Freedom Toast, as he boldly dubbed it, held just hours after VH1 officially confirmed that love and hip-hop would not be renewed for another season. The irony, he held the event in downtown Atlanta, the very city where the most explosive seasons of the show had taken place. Standing on a makeshift stage, dripping in designer, Mendeecees raised a golden champagne bottle and shouted, "To finally being free from that trash show." Fans screamed, cell phones flew in the air, and within minutes, the clip was trending on Twitter with over 1 million views. What most people didn't know was that this wasn't just a celebration, it was a calculated statement. Sources close to Mendeecees say he's been harboring resentment toward producers and castmates for years, claiming he was edited to look like the villain and silenced when it came to telling his real truth. He felt like a puppet, an insider revealed. They'd call him for fake drama, ask him to stir things up, and then cut out anything that made him look human. That wore on him. But things really began to unravel last season when Mendeecees confronted Kirk Frost in an off-camera meeting that quickly turned hostile. Words were exchanged, tempers flared, and reportedly, Kirk called Mendeecees a washed-up storyline. Yandy tried to step in. "Let it go," she begged him, but Mendeecees wouldn't. And apparently he didn't. Now, with the show officially canceled, Mendeecees didn't hold back. During his speech at the party, he took jabs at nearly every major cast member without naming names directly, though fans knew exactly who he meant. "I was carrying this show on my back while others were out here faking relationships and scripting beefs," he said, pacing across the stage as fans recorded in awe. "I gave them real, and they gave me disrespect in return. So now, I raised this bottle to the end of fake love and hip-hop." That's when it happened. A commotion at the back of the club. Cameras turned, security rushed forward, and in walked Erica Dixon. Yes, Erica, former castmate, fiery as ever, and clearly not invited. She marched up to the stage, eyes locked on Mendeecees, voice booming. "So now you calling all of us fake? After all the mess you brought to that show, after all the tears and real-life drama we went through, you're gonna stand up here and call it trash?" The crowd gasped. Some pulled out their phones. Others yelled for her to sit down. But Erica was just getting started. You lived off this show. You and Yandy both. Don't forget, without love and hip-hop, nobody would know who you even are. Mendeecees stared at her coldly. That's funny coming from you. Weren't you the one who begged producers to get back on this season after they dropped your story? Gasps echoed again. At this point, club staff were pleading with both stars to calm down, but Erica wasn't done. Talk about fake. You sat there lying to your wife on national TV for 5 seasons while the rest of us were trying to fix our lives. Silence. Then, Yandy's voice came through the speakers. No one even realized she FaceTimed into the party until that moment. Erica, she said calmly, you don't want to go down this road. You've already embarrassed yourself once on this show. Don't make it twice. Boom! The club lost it. Erica was escorted out, furious, screaming, "This ain't over, Mendeecees." But the fire had already been lit. The Erica showdown had barely cooled off before the next wave of backlash rolled in. As videos of the confrontation went viral, fans flooded social media. Team Mendeecees versus Team Erica. It was a digital war zone. But then, another bombshell. Just 2 days later, an anonymous insider leaked production notes from the final unreleased season of Love and Hip Hop, and what those notes revealed changed everything. According to the documents, Mendeecees had been blacklisted from key storylines in the last season. Why? Because he allegedly refused to participate in a staged cheating scandal that would have pitted him against Yandy again. He said enough was enough, the insider explained. He told producers, if y'all want me to be the bad guy, go hire an actor. I'm not selling out my marriage for TV ratings anymore. And from that moment on, they phased him out. Yandy, meanwhile, had her own issues with production. Off camera, she'd been fighting to keep their family life private after years of turmoil. She felt the network had exploited their ups and downs, and when she pushed back, they threatened to cut her scenes. They made it seem like she was being difficult, said a crew member. But really, she was tired of being used. This explains why fans noticed Yandy's presence fading in the last season, her usual fiery energy missing, and Mendeecees, practically invisible. Back at the Freedom Toast party, Mendeecees addressed the leaked notes with a smirk. They tried to erase me from the show after I refused to play their clown, he said, mic in hand. But look where we are now. The show's gone. And guess what? I'm still here. Cue cheers. Cue chaos. Cue Lil Scrappy entering the chat. Literally. Midway through the second night of celebrations, rapper and former Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta star Lil Scrappy showed up unannounced, walked up to Mendeecees, and hugged him. I feel you, bro, Scrappy said. They tried the same with me. Told me to fake baby mama drama when all I wanted was peace. It was all for views. The two men shared a moment that had fans in tears and trolls rolling in the comments. But the love fest didn't last. Carly Red, never one to stay silent, went live on Instagram that night and dragged both Mendeecees and Scrappy. This some real clowns asterisk, she snapped. Y'all biting the hand that fed you, all for a few likes and club appearances. You was broke before Love and Hip Hop, and you'll be broke after. Boom, the alive went viral. Scrappy clapped back within the hour, posting a video of his luxury car and designer closet. Broke where? He laughed. Carly's still renting wigs from season 2. And in a twist nobody saw coming, Jocelyn Hernandez, yes, the Puerto Rican princess herself, jumped into the drama with the cryptic tweet. Told y'all back in 2017, this show fake AF, welcome to the truth party. Fans lost it. Suddenly, Mendeecees wasn't alone. Former stars from Miami to New York were commenting, liking, reposting. Everyone had something to say now that the franchise was officially dead. Even K. Michelle chimed in, tweeting, maybe now y'all will stop asking me to come back. I'm a grown woman with real records now. Heap the trash TV. It was a full-on Love and Hip Hop exodus, and the shade was glorious. But not everyone was happy. Rumors began swirling that Mona Scott Young, the powerhouse producer behind the franchise, was furious behind closed doors. Insiders claimed she was drafting cease and desist letters for certain cast members who were slandering the brand. One tweet from a close associate of Mona read, "Funny how y'all loved the checks, but now you hate the platform. Don't forget who gave you a seat at the table." And guess who liked that tweet? Yandy. Yes, the same Yandy who had remained quiet through the chaos suddenly broke her silence with a subtle but loud message. Fans immediately began speculating, was she defending Mona? Or was that meant to throw shade at Mendeecees? Suddenly, the power couple wasn't so united. And just when things couldn't get any messier, exclusive photos surfaced of Mendeecees partying in Miami with a mystery woman at his side. The internet was barely done dissecting the love and hip-hop fallout when the next scandal broke, and this one had fans questioning everything they thought they knew about Mendeecees and Yandy. Photos leaked, grainy but undeniable. The images showed Mendeecees in Miami, late at night, walking hand in hand with a woman who was definitely not Yandy. She wore a backless black dress, heels to the sky, and sunglasses despite it being midnight. The two appeared close, very close, whispering and laughing as they exited a rooftop lounge and stepped into a black SUV. The gossip blogs went into meltdown mode. Within hours, the hashtags #Mendeecees cheating and #Yandy deserves better were trending. Speculation ran wild. Was this a new flame? A publicity stunt? Or worse, had Mendeecees already moved on? Yandy's silence only added fuel to the fire. She didn't post. She didn't like anything. She didn't comment. But what she did do was unfollow Mendeecees on Instagram. Fans noticed immediately. "She really unfollowed him, y'all, it's over," one fan tweeted, attaching screenshots. Then, in a bold and unexpected move, Yandy posted a cryptic quote on her story just 24 hours after the scandal broke. "A woman's silence doesn't mean she's weak. It means she's rebuilding in peace." Boom. That was all it took. Her fan base, the Yandy army, mobilized. They flooded Mendeecees' comment section with snake emojis and betrayal memes. Some even demanded that he apologize to the queen publicly or lose everything. Meanwhile, the identity of the mystery woman started to emerge. Blogger at Tay with Trina posted a deep dive TikTok uncovering the woman's identity as Shanice B., a former bottle girl turned fitness influencer who previously appeared in the background of a love and hip-hop Miami club scene. Though she'd never had a major role, rumors swirled that Shanice had been waiting for her moment to get closer to someone in the main cast. And now, she was caught in the middle of the most talked about breakup since Safari and Erica Dixon. But it didn't stop there. Lil Mama, yes, lip gloss Lil Mama, jumped in out of nowhere, tweeting, "They all fake anyway. Yandy been done with him. Y'all just late to the party." What? Now fans were completely confused. Was the Yandy-Mendeecees relationship already over behind the scenes? Was this celebration of love and hip-hop's cancellation really just a cover-up for a bigger breakup? Insiders say yes. One anonymous source claimed that Yandy and Mendeecees had been living separate lives for over a year, only appearing together for brand deals and public appearances. Mendeecees felt trapped. The source said he wanted to live a freer life, but he also didn't want to hurt Yandy. That's why this freedom toast wasn't just about the show ending. It was about his life starting over. If that's true, then everything we saw, the speech, the party, the digs at castmates, wasn't just drama. It was a public farewell to a life Mendeecees was finally walking away from. And the public? They were torn. "I can't lie. He looks happier than he's been in years," one fan commented on the Miami video. "But the way he disrespected Yandy. Nah, that's foul." Others disagreed. "You all expect these people to live fake TV lives forever. Maybe he's finally being real." Either way, the damage was done. Yandy reportedly canceled her appearance at a women's empowerment panel in La, saying she needed time to reflect. Close friends say she's heartbroken, not over the cheating allegations, but over how public the disrespect has become. She built that man up, one friend shared. She stood by him during jail time, held down the kids, even defended him when other girls came forward. And now, he's celebrating like she was part of the problem. It's not just fans who are upset. Even Mona Scott Young is allegedly furious over how Mendeecees' post-show behavior is damaging the love and hip-hop brand, which she spent over a decade building. Mona feels like he's burning the house down after sleeping in it for free for years. A VH1 staffer said, "He's not just trashing the show, he's trashing everything it gave him." And let's not forget, this man has kids. Social media lit up with fans asking, how are the kids supposed to feel seeing their father in the club, calling their family's legacy a joke? The backlash was fast, furious, and unlike anything VH1 had ever seen. While love and hip-hop had faced criticism in the past, from toxic relationships to allegedly staged storylines, this time the audience had turned on its own stars. And Mendeecees, he had become public enemy number one. The hashtag boycott Mendeecees began trending on X, formerly Twitter, after fan groups launched an online petition demanding he be dropped from all remaining brand partnerships. One post with over 500K likes read, "He wants to spit on the show that gave him fame and disrespect Yandy in the process. Nah, we done." Other posts were even more brutal, tagging companies he had worked with, men's grooming brands, podcast sponsors, and even a real estate investment page he had recently promoted. The pressure wasn't just online. Fans showed up at VH1's New York headquarters, holding signs like "We want closure, not chaos," and "Protect Yandy at all costs." Some even called for a special reunion episode to address the drama publicly, uncut, unscripted, and raw. And guess what? Mona Scott Young heard them. Behind closed doors, sources say Mona was already in talks with the network to put together a one-night-only reunion special featuring key Love and hip-hop cast members, but without Mendeecees. Yes, you read that right. Producers reportedly felt that including him would be too risky, especially with emotions running so high and public perception of him at an all-time low. Instead, Mona's team reached out to Yandy, Erica, Scrappy, Carly Red, and even Jocelyn Hernandez to gather the ultimate panel of former castmates, ready to spill, expose, and settle old scores in front of the world. But Yandy wasn't convinced. According to an insider close to her camp, she was offered $80,000 to appear on the reunion special, and she said no. Her reason? "I'm not doing pain for profit anymore." Still, fans kept pushing. Thousands commented under her recent post. "Please do the reunion. We need your voice. Don't let Mendeecees control the narrative. You're the one we trust. Speak your truth." As the public begged for more drama, Mendeecees did something no one saw coming. He posted a public apology video. Dressed in a black hoodie, sitting in what appeared to be a dimly lit hotel room, he looked directly into the camera. "I never meant to hurt anyone," he began. "My words about the show were directed at the system, not the people. I'm grateful for everything love and hip-hop gave me, but I needed to speak my truth." He paused. His tone shifted. "And to Yandy, I'm sorry. I've made mistakes. I've let anger speak louder than love, but I've never stopped respecting you for who you are, for what you did for our family, and for standing by me when nobody else would." The video ended with a haunting line. "Sometimes we don't realize what we've lost until we feel the silence." The internet froze. Was it sincere? Was it damage control? Opinions were split, but one thing was clear: the apology came too late. Just an hour later, Yandy posted a photo of herself in a sleek black suit, walking alone in front of a city skyline. No caption, no hashtags, just power. And in the comments, blue checkmarks from Taraji P. Henson, Tayana Taylor, and even Kandi Burruss showing love and support. The industry was watching, and the industry was taking sides. Even VH1 added fuel to the fire, posting a teaser with the text, The legacy may be ending, but the truth is just beginning. Love and Hip Hop, Uncut. Coming soon. Fans exploded. I knew they were gonna do this, one commenter wrote. This reunion is about to be messier than the show ever was, another added. But even with all the noise, Mendeecees remained uninvited. Sources say that unless he makes a serious legal move or public peace with producers, he'll be permanently iced out of any future love and hip-hop related content, spin-offs, documentaries, even streaming retrospectives. And with Mona Scott Young reportedly drafting legal documents aimed at silencing defamatory posts, it seems this drama has moved from petty to professional. But here's the kicker. Yandy has been spotted having private meetings in Los Angeles with Netflix. Yes, you heard that right. While fans and blogs were still picking sides, Yandy Smith Harris was already working on the next chapter of her empire, and this time without VH1 or Mendeecees in the picture. Insiders confirmed Yandy had been spotted entering Netflix's Los Angeles headquarters not once, but twice over the course of just 1 week. Dressed in all black with a laptop in hand, she was joined by her longtime business manager and a new face, a documentary filmmaker known for working with major platforms like Netflix, Bet, and Lifetime. So what's cooking? Sources say Yandy is developing a limited docuseries titled Unfiltered, Life After Love and Hip Hop, and it promises to reveal everything: the emotional toll, the behind-the-scenes chaos, and the real cost of building a brand on reality TV while fighting for your marriage, motherhood, and mental health. She's done being quiet, the insider said. Yandy wants to reclaim her story before someone else tells it for her. Meanwhile, Mendeecees is unraveling. While he attempted to keep a low profile after the apology video, new leaks suggested he might be facing serious financial issues. According to court records uncovered by gossip blog Reality T Central, Mendeecees allegedly defaulted on a luxury condo lease in Miami just 3 weeks before the infamous Freedom Toast celebration. In the legal filing, the landlord accuses Mendeecees of reckless behavior, property damage, and failure to meet payment deadlines. That same week, he was also reportedly dropped from a podcast sponsorship deal due to ongoing brand conflicts and reputational concerns. And just when it looked like things couldn't get worse, they did. Photos surfaced of Mendeecees meeting with Peter Gunz, yes, the original Love and Hip Hop Chaos King, in what looked like a backdoor effort to pitch a new show to an independent streaming platform. The concept? A raw, unfiltered reality series called Real Men of Reality, supposedly focused on how former reality TV stars rebuild after cancellation. The problem? No one's buying. Insiders say the pitch was rejected by at least 2 platforms who feared too much baggage and high audience fatigue. Meanwhile, Yandy's Netflix buzz kept growing. Word spread that Taraji P. Henson might serve as executive producer for Yandy's docuseries, and with Taraji's mental health advocacy and star power behind her, the project could be Netflix's next breakout success in the docu-reality genre. Back online, fans began organizing a virtual watch party for Yandy's eventual series. Hashtags like hashtag Team Yandy Netflix and hashtag FromTrashTellTruth started trending. Memes flooded the timeline comparing Mendeecees' fall from grace to a mid-season character kill-off. And then came the final blow. VH1 released the official teaser for Love and Hip Hop, Uncut, and fans were stunned to see Erica Dixon, Lil Scrappy, Carly Red, and even Joseline Hernandez all sitting on a luxe soundstage, ready to speak their truth. But nowhere in sight, Mendeecees. The teaser ended with a simple voiceover. Sometimes the ones who scream the loudest have the most to hide. The shade was loud, the message clear. And just when you thought the drama was winding down, Mendeecees posted one last Instagram story that sent the internet into a frenzy. It was a blurry video clip, just a few seconds long, of him sitting alone in a dark room, flipping through a photo album of old family pictures. The final image? A black and white shot of him and Yandy, smiling during what looked like happier times. The caption? "Wish I knew then what I know now." Fans exploded. "Now you want to be sentimental? Bro, you literally celebrated the cancellation. Apology not accepted." Some speculated the post was a last-ditch effort to win back public favor, or worse, a teaser for his own documentary. Others believe he genuinely regretted how everything spiraled. Either way, the damage was done. And just like that, the empire that love and hip-hop built is now the battlefield where its stars are burning it all to the ground. Mendeecees thought he was celebrating freedom, but instead, he opened the floodgates to secrets, betrayal, and a public unraveling that not even the show's wildest producers could have scripted. From explosive parties to leaked photos, from Yandy's silent moves to Mona's revenge reunion, this wasn't just a cancellation, it was a reckoning. As for Yandy, she's turning pain into power. While her ex spirals in real time, she's out here building her legacy, one calculated step at a time. And if the Netflix deal is real, we might finally get the uncensored truth fans have waited years for. Meanwhile, fans are split. Some say Mendeecees just exposed the fakeness of the entire franchise. Others believe he bit the very hand that built him. And everyone's asking, will he ever get a real comeback, or has he officially canceled himself? Now, we want to hear from you. Was Mendeecees right to call the show a trash show, or did he cross a line too far? Do you think Yandy should speak out, or is her silence the most powerful move of all? And what do you think is really going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. We're reading every single one. And if you love this kind of juicy deep dive drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell, because trust us, the tea we're spilling next is even hotter. This has been your exclusive scoop. Until next time, stay messy, stay curious, and stay watching.